jacket down. It's not cuff him up. Yeah. Yo, leave the jacket there.
She nothing. Sorry. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Police officers often deal with recurring criminal patterns like catching a speeding driver who happens to be drunk. But sometimes they come across so highly unique and unexpected scenarios that they have never seen before. Here are 5 cases when the police make 0.1% discoveries. Starting off with Case 1. On the 18th of September 2022, deputies responded to an alarm just after 4 a.m. at a mobile gas station in Palm Coast. There, deputies found James Duke, a 33-year-old man, sleeping in his black Ford Ranger behind the gas station. Duke is dumbfounded when one of the deputies wakes him up.
Sheriff's office. Hey, Sheriff's office. Right here. You okay? What's going on?
You're shining a light in my face.
I'm trying not to.
What? I mean, you're not doing a real good job at it.
Huh?
You're not doing a real good job at it.
Okay, well, there's no need for an attitude. You okay?
Yeah. I got no attitude.
Huh?
So I don't have an attitude.
Okay.
I stopped to take a nap and
He is having trouble speaking properly, which might mean that he is under the influence of drugs. His confused murmuring continues as he tells the deputy he has permission to sleep here, but can't give the deputy the name or contact information of the person who permitted him.
The guy from the gas station or the
Well, there was a
vehicle, the auto shop?
no, not the bottle shop. The dude at the gas station, and he's
Okay.
like, we'll be here like 11 or 12, and I was like, all right, I'll just take a nap for like an hour, and after like 3 o'clock, I guess.
I gotcha. Sorry. Try not to blind you. What's your first name?
There are laws against sleeping in a vehicle that is parked in unofficial parking areas. Although the repercussions vary from state to state, it is still a borderline violation of the law. So when the deputy asked for the man's name, he makes the situation worse for himself by lying.
Middle initial?
Huh?
Middle initial? Middle name?
Middle initial? Oh,
Yeah.
mine.
It's not that hard. Unless you're trying to make up a name.
No, man. Well, I mean, why are y'all messing with me?
Huh?
I got permission to be here.
I don't know that. I got a call here about an alarm, checking out the property, making sure everything's secure, and I find you passed out in the passenger seat of the vehicle. And you're giving me a hard time and giving me your name. And it's past the hours of operation. It's not looking too good for you, bud, so.
Well, I mean, what time is it?
Oh, my watch is dead.
Duke takes a 15-second pause when asked about his middle name, which skyrockets the deputy's suspicion. Later, he tries to avoid the topic entirely by going on multiple tangents, but the deputy does not get tricked that easily.
I can get myself together, like. My name is Will. I don't know what. Like,
Justin?
no. Wilson.
Wilson?
Yes, ma'am.
Do me a favor, Wilson. Keep your hands up on that dash.
He lies again. This time the deputy catches on and tells him to stop dilly-dallying and stretch out his hands.
Up. Keep your hands on that dash where I can see them. You understand?
When the deputies search his car, they discover something really jaw-dropping.
Holy.
Yeah?
Hey.
That's a lot of fentanyl.
During the scrutiny, among other things, including marijuana, they spotted a high quantity of fentanyl. Almost 2 mg of fentanyl is considered a deadly dose, and the deputies found 338 grams of it, which is enough to kill 169,000 individuals. This is enough quantity to cause fatal overdoses for the entire combined population of Flagler and Putnam counties. Deputies also recovered an electronic weighing scale known to be used by drug dealers to weigh drugs, and a tool bag filled with items commonly used by burglars, including screwdrivers, hammers, and wire cutters. This was enough to charge Duke with trafficking in fentanyl and possession with intent of burglary tools, as well as possession of drug paraphernalia. Moreover, once the deputies got Duke's real name, it was learned that he had a non-extraditable arrest warrant from the Knox County Sheriff's Office in Tennessee for failure to appear in court. Duke was then arrested for giving a false name to law enforcement, loitering or prowling, and resisting an officer. And while Duke's arrest was almost comical, the next case is utterly heartbreaking. In February 2018, Kyle Erickson and Elmer Pastron, two police officers in Staten Island, New York, stopped a car for a broken taillight and then claimed the car smelled like weed. Tried to frame the innocent victim by planting marijuana in the vehicle after he couldn't find sufficient evidence to arrest him.
Because the car smells like marijuana, so we're gonna check it, all right? Then that's it. Then I gotta make sure everything's good with your end with the license. If it's just a permit, I'm not gonna give you the summons for it. And I told you, just get the taillight fixed. If there's nothing in the car, you'll be good to go. All right? If there's something in the car, just let me know now. I appreciate honesty, okay? Okay, so just hop out.
Right away, the two officers accused Jason Serrano and his friend of having weed in the car without any evidence. Purely on the basis of suspicion, they asked them to step out of the car and conduct a vehicle search.
Yeah, hang out with me. Once he checks, he'll hand it back to you. He's got to check. It's our job, bro. Yeah, I'll get a few. Just let him check real quick. And then...
There's nothing in my jacket. I'm not getting searched for that reason. I don't have nothing in my jacket. I'm not.
Okay, well, he's gonna check it.
I don't have nothing in.
No, relax.
No, I don't need to be.
This situation's about to escalate for no reason.
No, because I didn't do nothing.
It was in the car.
No, this is on me. It's my possession.
No, you need to relax.
It's my possession.
You need to relax.
It's possession.
What NCO, David?
No, relax.
Yo.
Sure. It's my possession.
Yeah, let me get one additional to 207 Broad Street.
No, it's not. Come on.
Relax. Relax. Relax.
Like, wow.
Back off.
Take it down.
Relax. Huh? Yeah.
Put that jacket down right now.
Put the jacket down. Cuff him up.
The officers insist on searching Jason's jacket, and he becomes increasingly agitated over it. Sensing the slightest bit of resistance, the officers waste no time in tackling him down, which is the last thing a person would want who is recovering from a stab wound.
Alright, I'm searching the rest of the car. Actually, I'll let you check. Here. Here's my flashlight. I'll stay with him.
When they inspect the jacket, they are unable to find any drugs. As it turns out, both officers are corrupt, and they pulled over the car simply because of the driver's skin color, making it a case of personal hate and racism. This is confirmed when Officer Erickson gets recorded telling his partner that they have got to find some evidence somehow in order to force an arrest of the innocent.
Yeah, search holding.
ETA 1908. 2 minutes out.
It's alright. Yeah.
After 5 minutes of thorough scrutiny, the officers become frustrated when they are not able to spot anything substantially illegal. In desperation, they even check the credentials, but the driver's license is valid, along with the vehicle's number plate. At this point, both officers decide to manually plant some evidence themselves, which gets recorded in the body camera.
Cut yourself. Yeah, that's probably why he was bugging out, because he had a little weed on him. So there's a little marijuana in the Jag, which is probably why he was bugging out. But...
The officers blatantly sprinkle marijuana in the vehicle and in Jason's jacket. Their confidence suggests that this is not even the first time they are framing civilians. Jason was unfortunately arrested. Camera footage was released which shook the entire police department as they discovered the truth behind this case. Later, all of Jason's charges were dropped as well. No doubt, finding out about a framed drug case is shocking, but that is nothing compared to the atrocities these next officers unmasked in the basement. On the 21st of February, 2022, Shad Therian was picked up from the home of his mother by Taylor Shaw Business, with whom he had a sexual relationship. However, Shad did not return home for the next few days and was reported missing. The investigation was underway, but on the 23rd of February, 2 days later, Shad's mother's boyfriend called the police after he saw something utterly bone-chilling in the basement.
Where's it at?
Go right there. Look right, there's a bucket with its hole on it. I looked out there and was like,
The officers talked to Shad's mother, who is unaware of what her boyfriend saw, but after the police officers come across the absolutely nerve-wracking reason, they appreciate the man for keeping it a secret till they arrived.
Okay. Hold on, just... That's what I'm right? That's what I'm about. I'll call here. 4 Edmund, 82 Sam. I know you're busy over there, but this is actually what it's going to be. It's not going to be a 961 thing or a 96 thing, so we're going to need more units here.
The officers discover Shad's decapitated head inside a bucket with other organs placed around it. When the on-duty officers observed the remains of the murder, they were shaken to the core, and although they do not show it in the body camera footage, they admitted later that it was a horrifying experience.
4 units here sooner rather than later, that'd be appreciated. We've got quite a bit of blood down here. I want to clear this rest of this house. We've got 2 people in the house for sure.
Taylor Shaw Business was arrested soon and later admitted to the murder charges. According to reports, Taylor and Shad smoked methamphetamine and injected trazodone at the apartment before indulging in the intercourse. Taylor then strangled Shad and continued until he was deceased, which took almost 4 minutes. She proceeded to enjoy intercourse for the next few hours, while gradually removing organs from the body. The next morning, she dismembered the body using knives. She was arrested and charged with murder, mutilation of a corpse, and third-degree sexual assault. Her attorney, Quinn Jolly, submitted a not guilty by reason of insanity plea in September of the same year. However, 5 months later, she attacked Quinn, her lawyer, in court. Fortunately, she was tackled by a Brown County sheriff's officer before anyone could be seriously injured. Around 10 minutes after the attack, Quinn filed a motion to be removed from the case. And as for Taylor, she was sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. It's evident that meth evokes rebellious emotions, which is why one never expects a doctor, of all people, to abuse it. In 2023, a local Florida plastic surgeon was suspected of being involved in a burglary. Reports suggest that Dr. William Wright Adams hired a man to steal jewelry, and other times from his ex-boyfriend in 2021. William's vehicle was also spotted at the burglary site on the day of the crime, and neighbors reported seeing a man wearing scrubs near the home. When officers were going to question Adams about the burglary, they conducted a traffic stop.
I'll explain everything, okay? I'll explain everything, all right?
That's supposed to be operating right now.
Okay, that's fine. This is more important right now. Okay, all right? Is this too tight to pull your hands? Can you work the second set?
Right away, they detain the man, saying that everything will be explained shortly. The officers are assuming that William already has an idea about the reason for his arrest, but the plastic surgeon is actually confused between burglary and drugs charges as he is carrying crystal meth in his leather bag at the time of the arrest.
You got anything in your pockets or anything?
I don't think so.
I'll check.
They search him for any potential weapons, and after confirming that he is unarmed, they put him in the back of the car and then head toward his vehicle for further evidence regarding the burglary.
Definitely searching that. I saw him picking it up while we were following.
The officer is currently unaware of the leather bag's contents, but he will soon discover all the layers to the case. As of right now, William is trying to escape by creating a high-urgency excuse.
You want somebody to come and pick up your car because we're parked on 31st Street. It's
Right.
busy street.
I mean, I'm not sure what's going on.
Okay. Well, I'd love to talk to you. Before I can ask you anything, I've got to read you your rights, okay? But I want to figure out, because we're blocking a busy street right here.
They're putting somebody to sleep right now for me to operate on.
Okay.
So I have to call
Would you
them.
like me to
If I
call
can't
them
be
and
there,
tell them? Or are they going to do that when you show up?
They're all waiting for me right now.
Okay, so are they doing the medicine prior to you showing up?
Sedation probably somewhat. Usually
Yes? Yes or no? Because I'll make a call over there.
Yes, please call.
Okay.
It's 328.
What is it?
Can I take the
Yeah.
phone number?
Yep.
328-2299.
Okay. Can you call 328-2299, the office, and just tell them not to sedate the next person?
The officer halts the emergency and then narrates William's Miranda rights to him.
Understand each of these rights I have explained to you?
Yes, sir.
Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to me now?
My attorney, Kevin Hazlett.
Okay. You want your attorney present?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's a good phone number for, you said Kevin?
Kevin Hazlett.
Okay. What's a good phone number for him?
I'd have to look at my phone.
Kevin Hazley?
Hazlett.
Hazlett. Okay.
Hazlett, yes, sir.
Okay. I'll look it up and see if I can get his office number, or you have a better number for him.
I think on my cell phone I have his cell phone number.
Okay. All right. Hang tight, okay?
After this, the officer deeply inspects the leather bag and discovers multiple objects, including a syringe, glass pipe, and of course, methamphetamine.
Do you have a meth test kit by any chance? If not, I might have it in my trunk. I might just do this at the station, but I will bring that. Thank you.
William was charged with residential burglary and meth possession. He has already been charged with meth possession twice before, in 2020 and 2022, respectively. This time, he was found guilty on both charges. As a result, he was made to pay $50,000 in retribution to the burglary victim and spent 90 days in a rehabilitation center. While William was raided by the police, Matthew was caught smoking a crack right under the sun on the open road with his car's window rolled down. On the 15th of May, 2023, police officers were notified that a man was choking while sleeping in his car, parked on the side of the road. When the officers got closer, they observed Matthew pass out cold in his car. When they shook him up, he abruptly woke up and hid the pipe he was smoking. It did not take long before the officers realized that he was the same man who recently became a Cranston City Council member. In the body camera footage, it is really apparent that Matthew was in a half-conscious state when the officer approached.
This arm? I'm just gonna pat you down.
Yes, sir.
Put interlock your fingers. Interlock your fingers. Do you have any weapons on you?
No, not at all.
Yeah. All right.
Roads open, files been
You
taken
gotta
care
stop.
of.
Try not to.
Routine on.
Oh no way, dude! Really?
Yes, yes. I was just on my way back from court.
Bro. Well, a rescue's gonna come check you out, man. I can't let you go. You were literally choking in your sleep. Somebody flagged me down about it.
Oh, I have sleep apnea. I'm sorry.
Well, and then you have a crack pipe in your hand, so it's like.
Please, sorry.
Listen, I have a body camera. Obviously, everything I have is recorded. You know that, and what I've observed is on camera, so I can't pretend I didn't. You know, so a rescue's gonna come here.
Matthew's arms are crossed with a shrunken stature, which means that he is greatly worried about the impact of this interaction on his public profile. An interesting point to note is that Matthew confirms that there are no drugs in the car, which proves to be a lie when the officers inspect the vehicle.
There will be no arrest.
What?
There will be no arrest?
No. Are there any drugs in the car or anything like that?
No, nothing.
All right. How long have you had this problem, man?
It was a relapse. I've been clean for 13 years.
All right.
Just went through a really, really bad divorce recently.
Okay. Do you know if any of that was laced with fentanyl or anything? Because you were out, and like looked like you were choking.
Really?
Yeah. That's why somebody literally sprinted and flagged me down because they thought you were having a heart attack or choking.
No, not that I know of.
He explains that he is not a regular consumer and smoked as a means of escaping his turbulent life, which includes visiting the court, becoming a member of the council, and going through a very rough divorce. He also says that he did not consume any fentanyl, but in the state he is in right now, the officers cannot trust him blindly, so they take a look inside the car regardless of his statement.
Sit over towards the front of your car, please. Thank you. If you're unsteady on your feet, just find maybe one of those curves or something.
108.
Alright.
Can you 22 all before a civil complaint, please?
After looking inside, the officer smells something unusual and becomes even more suspicious. Decides to call reinforcement for a detailed search of the vehicle.
Be careful with that stuff. I don't know if that's fentanyl laced or not. There's white all over there. He doesn't know.
Yeah, I was just telling him the same thing because I mean, you don't fall asleep usually from completely. You know, it's not an opiate.
Yeah.
Usually.
He claims he was tired and he may have sleep apnea, but I don't think that's gonna.
Especially like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, only climb a lot too. It's like you stick out like a sore thumb.
Well,
Right away.
fentanyl.
Coke.
Yeah.
Crack. Pop for crack. I can test it for fentanyl too.
Test it for both, just to make sure that I don't know what we're dealing with.
Well, can you just snap a picture of that?
Especially if we're gonna put him in a cell. Gotta watch him quick in case he goes down quick.
Right. Got it.
We're gonna arrest him. He's gonna come in, and we'll charge him. And
You want us to tow a car, Major?
no, the cop can stay here. I'm not getting in it.
No, we'll
Getting
stay
in
like
it.
that. We'll have him call someone at the station. Have him come down.
He can have. I mean, he wants to have his mother come get the car, but I'm not.
I wouldn't have him.
No, I'm not getting in there touching all that. All that white powder is that's a piece of crack. Yeah, that's definitely crack.
Yeah, most likely.
The officers discover that along with the pipe, he also possessed some fentanyl, which is highly unexpected from a council member.
Yeah, I know. It's not like I have an option here, man. Sorry. Let me know if they're a little too tight or anything. They can loosen up.
Matthew gets arrested but does not accept his fate right away. He tries to convince a senior officer to let him go, but in this situation, no one can prevent his visit to jail.
Yeah, you don't know what you're buying.
Yeah.
Did you buy that today?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. And you don't. Is the same guy you usually buy it from?
I don't usually buy it off anybody.
They're not all honest people.
No, I mean.
Once or twice.
Yeah, but whoever you buy it from, if you continuously buy it from them, you know who you're buying it from. You don't know what people are putting in it.
No, I understand.
You know, they may have made that, but that's a big rock you got in there. What's that? A $50 piece?
100.
100.
Yeah,
So,
I just got back into this.
this is gonna listen. This is terrible situation. We're all in a tough spot, but we gotta do what we gotta do right by the numbers. It'll help you in the end. Believe me when I tell you. And you'll say to us a month from now, good best thing that ever happened to me. That's what they all tell us. You can't go down this road anymore.
No.
God forbid we find you dead. That's terrible. You know what I mean? You were down in the car.
No, I mean, I have an appointment set up for the 17th to go get help.
Yeah. You gotta get on a program right away.
No,
I look at you.
Yeah.
You're not the Matt Riley that we know. Trust me. And listen. Your health and your well-being is worth way more than any political career.
I don't care.
Yeah, we'll keep it. Listen, we're not. We don't report nothing to the media unless someone tells them. So, and then arrest records are public record. I'm not gonna lie to you. But,
no, I'm not saying. I'm not saying don't arrest.
Yeah.
In terms of media for the kids, as much as
listen.
quiet.
We are only required to release what we release, and we won't. We have to release an arrest record by law. You know. All right, jump in before you. We just want to make sure we gotta monitor you because you've taken.
I'm gonna pat you down again, all right?
You've taken in some fentanyl, Matt, and that's we've got to make sure you may not feel it right now, but God forbid something happens to you.
Yeah, no, I've never done that.
I feel terrible about that, you know. I mean, you're not gonna be there all day. You'll be in and out.
I'm gonna keep your wallet with me. I have your phone already. You want me to throw this stuff in the car real quick?
Sure.
All right. Just step on in here. I'll bucket you up. Oh wait,
who's gonna come?
Like recently?
No.
Not on probation?
No.
Yeah, then you're gonna most likely get out fairly quickly.
Matthew's case is utterly hopeless, and he has no other choice but to face the consequences of his stupid actions. He was transported to the station where he was charged with controlled drug possession of fentanyl in the form of cocaine. A few days later, he resigned from his post as a city council member and his position as chairman after getting pressured by the mayor and other council members. According to sources, he has now joined a rehabilitation center. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one.